I'm meteorologist Ryan Hill. The First Alert Weather Team has declared a First Alert Weather Day, and that is in effect for the South Dakota Plains. We've not only got those hot conditions expected in western South Dakota, especially hot conditions everywhere in Dakota Territory, but especially those areas, but we're also adding the very dry and windy conditions that will also be a factor. So no open burns, no parking freshly run vehicles over dry grasses, the works when it comes to preventing wildfires here in Dakota Territory. We have done pretty well of that so far. Elevated fire weather risk exists from Rapid City on eastward, including most of Meade County. You'll see Faith in there as well. Philip and Kadoka and Martin are in the critical level of fire weather risk. Pine Ridge back in the elevated. Here's why. We're watching for red flag warnings to be issued. So far, none yet, but we already have wind advisories in effect for a portion of Dakota Territory. That is including Kadoka and Martin, 50-mile-per-hour winds there through your afternoon and evening hours. It's gusty even, folks, at midnight tonight, where we could see 34-mile-per-hour gusts as of that point. 40-mile-per-hour plus after 4 a.m. on your Sunday, and then around 50 plus by the time we reach 9 a.m. So if you're going to church or whatever your plans are at 9 a.m. on your Sunday, you may be encountering some rip-roaring winds, whether you're in Pine Ridge, Martin, or Phillip, but especially the Martin area where they seem to have access to the better dynamics of wind. That hangs on through your evening hours, while we also see some gusts in that 35, maybe 40-mile-per-hour range in Rapid City. The winds being kind of weaker in our area is why we are under that elevated versus critical, but we'll see about how things work as far as fuel moistures, strength of wind, and low relative humidities, and that does stick in through Monday. Although the winds sort of weaken, we do see, as of noon on your Sunday, 16 and 20% relative humidities. But as we get into the afternoon, you see things briefly dip near 10%. We do get a little bit of recovery overnight on Monday, Sunday into Monday, but take a look at that Monday. 12 and 11% relative humidities in the Rapid City and Phillip area. We are starting to make our way over to some thunderstorm risks as a trough of low pressure pushes out this dry ridge of high pressure, and that negatively tilts, developing a pretty decent and solid low pressure system to give Dakota Territory a nice bath of rain on Wednesday into Thursday, effectively ending any wildfire threat.